what's going on with the NFL? They start this game with a black national anthem and it gets booed plumb out of the stadium immediately. Now, think about that. Wonder why they did that. Why are they alienating their base? I don't know. We got to get together, and this is thoughts while I'm thinking. And maybe that all goes back to this black kid that was raised by a rich white family, and then he got eliminated from a football team, and then he went on to dishonor the flag in the national anthem, and it took off in the NFL. Now, why are they doing that? It looks to me like it's just a war on whites and trying to separate the races. And I wonder what their motive is. It is kind of interesting to see because I think they're marching forward to the old quick step of the Communist Party and they're using whatever means they can to have one enemy fighting against the other enemy. Well, we don't have the enemies. Our races are not enemies. We got to get rid of all of this racism, and we got to move forward, and we got to go about it in the right direction to where we're not eliminating people. And they say it's just to alert the discrimination. Well, we hadn't had any discrimination for a long time. We have a lot of people talking about it. We have a lot of people talking about racism, but I don't know of too much of it going on, and whatever amount it is a real minority. And, there's about as much black racism on hate against whites as there is the other, and we got to look at that, and we got to accept the lifestyles. We don't have to agree with them, but we need to accept them because they're here, and we got to appreciate whatever freedom that we have. And if we don't have our freedom, they don't have their freedom, we don't have our freedom. And we don't want to get into this socialism and communism to where everybody's marching in quick step and off to the galleys, and we've got to move forward, and we've got to get rid of this war on whiteness, and we got to, I appreciate you sharing. And they do away with the Redskins football name, and the Redskins were a fighter, and they were a people of character, and why do they want to get rid of the Redskins? I don't know. It was a good logo, and it was a good image, and I think that they alienated a lot of people when they did that. And the Black Lives Matter come in here, and they kicked off real start, and then it finally comes out that they're a communist front, and their popularity is declining, and but the NFL seems to be still taking hold of it, and they're looking like a bunch of clowns, and they're eliminating their race. And we got to get rid of this war on whiteness. We got to get rid of the war on blackness. And, they hate white people for what reason? I don't know. And, we appreciate you liking. And, they say, I'm sorry, I just hate white people. Well, I don't understand why, but if they do, they do. And we got to get rid of, we got to all join forces and get rid of racism. And whatever's little left, I just don't think there's that much out there. And we know that love has no color, and so we got to love one another. And we got to think about that and quit fighting one another. And all colors are beautiful. We got to recognize that. We got to live together in this whole world, and we got to stop hating, and we got to work forward. And we got to quit throwing those political bombs at one another and causing all this friction between the races, because we can live together in happiness and prosperity. We got to work for it. It takes a little bit of thinking, and it takes a little bit of courage, but we got to lock hands and move forward and get rid of this hate of one another. And we got to get rid of this prejudice against mixed marriages, because, like I said, love has no color. And the guy says that intelligent men thinks he knows, and a wise man knows he thinks. Well, we got to be wise enough to start thinking about how we can overcome this black versus white and eliminate all this stuff. We got to move forward. We got to get rid of it, and we got to lock hands and move forward with all races and create a better and greater country. We can do that. We just got to work together and quit hating one another. We got to love one another. And this is Thoughts While Thinking, and I appreciate you watching, and it's adios amigos, and we'll see you on the flip side.